No, I'm not a big proponent. Well, it's not that I'm not a big proponent of events. I just don't host events. I look back at just, of course, my business in the last 2 years, and I really built off of one-on-ones. So events are a little bit boring to me, but I love them, and I love other people.
Well, talk about your one-on-one. Certainly, that is an event. It's certainly a meeting. It's a presentation. What do you talk about? How do you structure that type of an interaction?
Well, I think the beauty of dōTERRA and just what we have the opportunity to be part of is that we get to share this product with everybody, right? So it starts from infants all the way up to elderly people. And everywhere I go, all I have to do is listen. So I spend all of this time engaging with people, whether we're out boating with friends or we're at a school event or we're doing all of these different things. I'm constantly engaging with people. So I take the opportunity to listen to what's going on and really share dōTERRA. So what I would suggest is just really open your ears and really dive into what is being said around.
And then what do you do after that?
Well, I give them an experience. So there's lots of buzz going on right now about whether or not to sample. We had just had a conversation with presidentials, and there's this debate: do we sample? Don't we sample? And I realized as I hung up with that on the call that sampling comes in many different forms. So for me, I can just speak with conviction and truly provide a sample. I can give a little brown bottle and provide a sample. I can also apply the product to them. So I sample in some form, and then I schedule an appointment.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Jeanette, how are you?
I'm great.
I was out in your neck of the woods a few months ago, and I met your team. Remember when we were together in Southern California and had a great experience there? Tell me about how you built your team and how you used events with those wonderful people that you have in Riverside that help build across the United States.
We really built by doing events, by doing a lot of classes. I would say now I do a lot of one-on-ones. It's just like my thing. I love it. But that is not how I build at all. But it's how I build now. So I went around to influential people. I went around to yoga studios and other practitioner offices, and I scheduled events at those. I used other people's people. So I knew that they were influential people. I'm a traditional naturopath, so I knew like I have this many people. If I can just find other people like me, then I could use their people.
So you went and asked for referrals. How did those discussions go? How did you build a relationship of trust? How did you get their confidence? Why would anybody talk to you about those types of relationships? What'd you do?
I have a lot of confidence. I am very self-assured. I have a very strong command voice. And so I had such a good experience with the oils. I knew they worked. So I have a son who has autism. My daughter's totally recovered. And we finally figured out that frankincense helped him stop having seizures. And seizures like 400 to 500 a day. I still don't wear a wedding ring. I am married. But I've broken all my bones so many times that it hurts to put rings on still. So when one of my friends taught me about frankincense, that was it. It was like game over. We've been around the world. And so I just knew like I could tell anybody anything about oils, even though I didn't know everything. I was like, if this doesn't work, I know something else that will. And for me, going to other practitioners, other chiropractors and naturopaths and yoga studio owners, I knew they probably wanted the same life that I did. And I would just tell them, hey, I know you're working really hard. I've been working really hard too. And I could barely, in fact, we declared medical bankruptcy like 9 years ago. Just got off my record. Oh my gosh, you guys. I know, I read it. I couldn't believe that. So I would go to them and just tell them, you probably want the same things I do. And, that's like to spend time with our family, to be able to provide for them, to be able to take them on a vacation and come home and not like kill yourself before working, not kill yourself after, to have residual income. And then I would explain the compensation plan. I would talk to them about any health issues they had. And I use something called FORM. You guys have heard of that? FORM. You can YouTube it, Network Marketing Form, FORM, family, recreation, occupation, money or message. So I would use that, and say, Angela, I know you want to have more time with your kids and have, you have to go to the beach and take vacations, right? And, we would start this dialogue, right? And, my thing was like, we have that money to do that, right? And it can be money or message. My message is, most kids with autism can make a ton of progress or recover. So that's how I just got good at this thing of message. And I would be able to draw out what's your message, right? And if you get really good at that, you can get really good at one-on-ones. Casey's doing this. Whether she calls it this or not, she's doing this by listening. What does they want? What kind of lifestyle? What are their health issues? What do they want with their family? How much money do they want? Or what is their message out there to the world? So I would find out what are their wants, what are their needs, what's their money that they want, how much money is it that they want, right? And you guys, most chiropractors don't make a lot of money. Most naturopaths don't make a lot of money. Most yoga studios don't make a lot of money. Most of them, if you can show them how to get to silver, gold, platinum, that's huge for them. That's a retirement that most of them don't have.
Angela, how did you and Eddie build your business? How did you use events and promotions to be able to get to the superstar status that you're at right now?
Because that's what we
That's
are.
what you are.
I love events. I think that we need to take what we're really good at and put it out there. I love microphones and the stage and people, and so events were my thing. But when I first started, Eddie had been fired from his job. We had no money. I signed up on a credit card that I didn't tell my husband about. And I just started stalking people on Facebook. Like, you said something about your health, and I was just put on attack. And that worked. But I built a huge customer base. I got to silver on that customer base. And it wasn't until I got out from behind that computer, got into Diamond Club, and went face to face, class to class, one-on-one to one-on-one, sharing my freaking excitement for these oils. They felt my passion for them. I wasn't a naturopath. I wasn't an RN. I wasn't a chiropractor. I'm a mom of 6 kids. And I was able to share with them directly in my greatness. Like, I shine in front of people, and I knew that, and I knew I had to get in front of people to shine. So you have to find where you shine. It may be one-on-ones, it may be online, it may be events, but for me it was events. And then when I discovered the beauty of the business event, that took our business to a whole other level. It took us from silver, gold, platinum in a year, and then diamond. 2 years at Diamond, I realized I needed to share this business because Diamond changed our income. And as soon as I did that, we were holding business events, business classes, opportunities. We shot to blue, and it was that missing link. So events are key for my business.
Can you talk a little bit about building with Eddie? You shine in front of a crowd. What are his talents and skills? What does he bring?
Trying to take my shine. No. Eddie and I will never present together because we're both like attention hogs. No. Eddie makes up where I lack. I lack a lot of humility. Are you shocked? He makes up for that. He is the one who organizes all my, let's do this. I have this new idea. He puts it into play. I say, I want to teach classes in Utah where nobody attends. And he's like, all right, let's find a place, let's find a thing to do, and let's put it into action. So he's that person that fixes my crazy. And then I put into action all his stuff that he's too hesitant to do.
Great partnership, a great team.
It really is.
Love that.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Megan, what do you do to build your business? How do you use events and promotions, and what's your secret sauce?
Well, I think we built traditionally to Diamond, doing classes and one-on-ones and a lot of those things. But getting to Blue Diamond was where we took it online. All of our events now are online, mostly through Facebook Lives. And the way that we bring people there, though, a lot of what we've talked about is helping people know you and like you and trust you, and that's so important. And so we do that through our YouTube channel. We let them into our lives, we let them understand, first of all, our lifestyle as dōTERRA Blue Diamonds, but also our love for oils, our love for freedom. And then they become curious and they get to know us, they trust us, and then we bring them into our Facebook groups and teach them about this.
Where do you have teams? Are they scattered throughout the United States?
Throughout the world.
Talk a little bit about that.
When we started our business, we had just moved to a new town. So we built around the country, and we were doing it through Diamond Club and through lots of road trips with mom and the kids. But now it is definitely leading a global team, understanding the different markets, understanding that not everybody is interested in hearing about oils in the same way because of cultural differences, and also learning the hard way that not everybody has the same specials as the United States and Canada, as we offer those through Facebook Lives. So I think it's also, we've been really, really pleased to get to know the dōTERRA corporate team over different areas of the world and all the great support they give us as we do that.
You've chosen to go online because you've got a global team and a global organization. It'd be tough to be able to support them all, to travel and visit them. Now, talk a little bit about where you are geographically around the world.
Yeah, we were doing a lot of traveling. We traveled for 2 years as a family for the last 2 years, and everybody said, "Oh, were you traveling to support your leaders in that area?" And we weren't. We actually weren't teaching classes in the areas that we were in. We were just there because we wanted to be there. All of our teaching and training is online. And so as we started to build this global team, realizing they don't have a local leader, how can we do what we would usually do if we lived near them? And so we had to go online and we created a website where they can go and get trained on how to use their oils, just like we're sitting down and doing, a follow-up one-on-one with them about oils. And then we've also created modules and training systems about how to build a business so that they feel like they're not missing out even though they don't have a local upline.
So tell me just, we don't have a lot of time on the panel today, but as we wrap up on the panel, what is your secret sauce, and what one piece of advice would you leave with these newer builders and these newer people that are getting started? So maybe we'll start with you and let's go down this way.
Yeah, I think that it took us 5 years to recognize that we did not have to be anybody else in dōTERRA but ourselves. And recognizing that I could bring my full creativity, my full skill set. I majored in film in college and thought that had nothing to do with dōTERRA. And bringing my full self. It took me 5 years to do that. And once I was able to bring myself, my creativity, my skills, and realize that I could do this in a way that nobody else was doing, my business exploded. So,
does it fill your cup?
Absolutely. For the first time in the last few years.
So I will say, be willing to evolve. I started stalking people on Facebook, moved into Diamond Club face to face, then decided it was time to adjust and tweak and look at what was happening around me, got online again, went back to, large events, did collaboration events, then we changed it up again, and then I went Facebook Live, and then it's like I never stopped changing. I was willing to do what was required to have people coming to me. So I do a lot of Facebook Lives now, where as maybe a month ago I was doing more online or doing more in-person classes. So always be willing. It's just a tool in your tool belt, I call that. If you've got one-on-ones in your tool belt, great, but make sure classes are in there too, and make sure not sampling is in there, but also make sure sampling is in there as well. Don't ever think that one way is the only way, because you gotta evolve. And my secret, what I would tell all of you is talk about the opportunity early, please. It changed my life. It took us from unemployed to well over 6 figures. It changed my life, and I just had my sixth 10,000 plus income earner hit. And it's just so rewarding. It's the most amazing thing in the world. So share business early. Do it. Force yourself.
Can I ask you one quick question? How was it speaking at leadership?
Amazing. Like, can we talk about doing that again? Because, like I said, give me a mic and I'll bring down the house. why I signed up to do
Commission?
this. And they couldn't. If you want to, do it and ask. Say, Eric, I need to speak at leadership one day. Just say it. I remember sitting in my upline's living room and I said, I want to be Diamond because they speak in public. But then I had to do all the things first to get there. I had to speak in little classes, one-on-ones, and online, and I spoke and I spoke and I spoke and I never said no to speaking. And then when they asked me, my dream came true. So, lots of dreams come true.
And you did bring down the house. You were amazing. You guys were there. She was like totally rocked it. So yeah, I think like everyone was like, oh my God, we can just be done now.
We're done.
We're good. Thank you, Angela. I think the biggest thing is just being consistent. That was, I think, our biggest thing. I built, first with my sister Rebecca right here, and we were just consistent. And we also took our own skill set of me being, command, bossy, whatever you want to call that, self-assured, and we built a little bit differently, but it worked for us, right? And then we evolved and kept going. So it was built on consistency. And Angela, talking about the business was huge. We, all of our leaders, like that's the first thing we talked about is we're going to make a lot of money, and we would love to have you join us and make a lot of money, helping a lot of people. And that's what we said from, the very beginning. So, and that's what we did. We helped a lot of people, and made a lot of money, helped a lot of other people make a lot of money. It's amazing. So that's it.
I'm the total opposite of all these people. I'm like having a baby. So I'll try. I'm like, oh gosh,
Tell me what you rate.
it's double diamond,
What does that mean for?
it means I just started all over. Doing it again.
So you're
Because it's so much
presidential
fun.
diamond and
A double. Or another diamond.
another diamond.
Yeah, so anyways, I'm having a panic attack, but I'm trying to think of like
That's a pretty good, that's pretty high rank. You don't have many people that are there, right?
You're making my life
I'm helping you out.
I think he's okay, so let me just say the one thing we do with anything. And that's I work a lot with my teams about creating avatars. And I feel like in this industry we're always looking for that avatar, right? Who is that ideal business partner or that person that we want to join us on this mission? And what I've realized is that it needs to be our circle of influence. So as I sit here today and I look at these amazing women that I get to spend in America, that I get to go to Italy with, and that I get to do all of these things with, I feel like my circle of influence is massive. And I always tell my team, like, the person you're looking for is the person that's cooler than you. So if you're not being super cool right now, raise your standards in your circle of influence, and raise your standards in your avatar. That's how you can be successful.
I love that. Thank you very much. Let's give them a nice round of applause. Thank you very much for coming. And you guys